Welcome to the Core Consultants channel. I'm your host, Jeff Bittner, and thanks for tuning into this video here today. Today we're going to talk about the 4 don'ts, the things you don't want to do if you're thinking about buying a home here in the Phoenix metro area in the near future. But first, if you're in the market for a home or you think you're going to buy something in the next 3, 6, 12, 18 months, click below and go visit our website. It's connected directly to the MLS. It's updated every 15 minutes, so you get the most up-to-date, accurate information. Too often those third-party portals have homes that have already been sold or homes that have been off the market for months. Ours is connected directly to the MLS, so you can search like an agent. So just click the link below and register, and we'll see you over there. So what are the 4 don'ts if you're thinking about buying a home here in the Phoenix metro area? The first thing that you want to make sure you don't do is you want to make sure you don't forget to save for the actual purchase. So buying a home is expensive, right? Or it takes a little bit of money. And so you want to make sure you're prepared and you save for that cost. Now, most people, if you're a first-time home buyer, you can get a conventional loan for 3.5% down, sometimes 5% down. In certain cases, depending on what your situation looks like, you might have to put 10% of the purchase price down. So you want to make sure you save for that down payment, but you also want to make sure that you save for the closing costs above and beyond the down payment. So for most people, I recommend saving an additional 1 to 1.5% of whatever you think your purchase price is going to be for additional closing costs. You want to make sure you don't forget to save for those, or when you go to buy a house, you might not be able to afford it. So what is the second don't when thinking about buying a house or actually buying a house in Phoenix? Don't forget to talk to a lender. So we just talked about what some possible down payment percentages might be. Well, how do you actually figure that out? Well, you go and you talk to a reputable lender. Now, if you talk to any real estate agent, people like me have great lender recommendations for you, lender recommendations for you. You can also talk to your local bank, and there's some great online services. So there's a number of different places where you can actually go and get pre-approved for a loan, or at least talk to someone and figure out what does that look like. If you don't talk to a lender, you just aren't going to really know what you can truly afford. Yes, there's a ton of online calculators that you can punch in your income and you can punch in your debt and you can get a number spit out. But until a lender actually looks at how much you make, what debt you have, where does that income come from, how stable has it been in the last 24 months, you really aren't going to get a really clear picture on how much you can afford until you talk to a lender. And additionally, a lender can be really helpful. Sometimes you talk to a lender and you might find out you have something on your credit that you didn't realize. Well, they can actually give you guidance on this is what you need to do, this is the credit card you need to pay down, this is how we get you to buying a home in 12, 18 months, whatever that looks like. So talking to a lender has no downside. Most lenders that I work with are super nice, super friendly. They're not salesy. No one in this industry, at least what I work with, is going to push you to buy a house until you're actually ready. But talking to someone and getting a general understanding of what you can afford is really helpful. The third don't in terms of buying a home here in Phoenix or Scottsdale or the Phoenix metro area, wherever you're looking, is you want to make sure that you don't go and make a huge purchase right before you're actually ready to buy something. So what this means is if you want to really seriously buy something in the next 90 days or 6 months, I would consider holding off any other huge purchases that might affect your credit. So I've seen it and other agents have seen it where they want to move in 6 months, they talk to a lender, they get pre-qualified, and then they go and they buy a new car or they buy a boat. Guess what? That affects your debt to income ratio, and now the amount you can actually afford on a house and that you'll get pre-approved for is now going to change. So make sure that you don't make any big purchases unless you talk to your lender and kind of say, hey, how is this going to affect if I really want to do something in 90 days or 6 months? And they can usually give you some guidance there. The last don't, our fourth don't, the thing you want to make sure you don't do is don't forget to talk to an agent. Now, You can reach out to our team. Again, you can click the link below. We've got a link in the description where you can register on our website, or you can email or call or text us. Talking to an agent is one of the most beneficial things you can do. We can help you and guide you through the process. Again, real estate agents have a bad reputation for being salesy and pushy. My team has a 100% no pressure policy. We help people all the time that jump on our website and just say, hey, we're just looking, we're browsing. Great, that's what the site is there for, right? We're never gonna try and convince you to do something that doesn't make sense for you. And so, make sure you talk to an agent, because this process is in depth. It's complicated. We can touch on, small snippets here and there in some of these videos, but at the end of the day, buying a house is most likely the biggest investment you're gonna make. So talking to an agent, especially a great agent, earlier in the process can't hurt. So if you're thinking about doing something 12 months out or 18 months out, reach out to an agent. And if you don't have an agent you can reach out to, you can always reach out to my team and me at Core Consultants. You can click the link below or find any of our contact info in the description of this YouTube video. And we're always here to help. So guys, I hope that was helpful. Give this video a thumbs up and drop a comment. What other questions do you have? Are there other don'ts that we didn't mention in this video that you've had issues with in the past buying properties? Are there any real estate related questions we can answer for you? And we'll catch you in the next video.